if you teach chemistry, what's the connection to esports? But at the same time, when we're talking esports education, we are also talking digital media production. So you could actually bring these approaches to your teaching also within the chemistry class. You could maybe film and comment some experiments. But besides the challenges, if you are about to start out doing esports at your school, university, or whatever, there are different stages of implementation for esports programs. There are actually some organizations that have a name that suggests that they are at least affiliated to a university, but they are actually not. They are separate clubs, and they just take the name of the institution and add it to the organization. So there's loose ties to the educational institution. We have that in Rocket League. There's this collegiate Rocket League World Championship, and some of the teams that play there, some of the German teams, they have the name of a university, but there's no real connection. Besides that, what is probably the typical starting point for most teachers and for most institutions is that book club approach. So you bring esports to your school. It's maybe something similar like a Minecraft club in the afternoon. So you have a few computers, you have a few devices to work on, and then you have your time set in the afternoon. Everyone is going to meet there. We're going to play a little. We are maybe planning a tournament or whatever, but that's it. There's no real connection to the teaching content. There's no real connection to the staff. And besides the fact that you make sure that you have the room booked and there's no other group that you are sort of distracting, there's no interaction with the institution and the teaching. One thing that is becoming more and more common, and that is actually sort of a bit borrowed from the American educational system, is that approach of university sports. Like you have a program, you are doing sports, and that is esports at your school, and you can actually be a student of that school because you're part of the esports program. But it's the same like university sports. So it's academia first, you have to go to school, grades have to be okay, and then afterwards you can actually play in the team, which is quite a common approach, which is also working well in my opinion. But at the same time, this still makes it possible that in your arts class, in your in your chemistry classroom, there's no mentioning of esports because there's no real connection. And then there's the masterclass. That's esports and gaming deeply influence and change your teaching. And if you try to do that, you are actually pretty bold, because it means all of the things mentioned before, like different classroom management, different assessment form, different role of the teacher, different organizing of your timetable, and so on and so on and so on.